Guys, what's up, what's up? So today we are going to be talking about how you should be playing Mirage as a beginner in Apex Legends. Let's talk about it. What up, guys, and welcome back to the Exfil and Hideout. My name is Ghost. If you guys have never been here before, I'm super excited you guys are here, and I'm super grateful that you guys are here. But for those of you who are new here, this is a place where we talk about the games we play, the lives we live, and how we can look for ways to help each other be better than we were the day before. Better than yesterday is the motto. One stream at a time, one day at a time. If you guys feel like you vibe with that, if you guys just want to see more FPS content, we cover Apex Legends, Valorant, and Overwatch right now. We might be adding more games, but I definitely want to up the content on those 3 games. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and you can hit the little bell if you want to be notified when more videos happen. Also, just so you guys know, we got more stuff in the merch store. I just got this Up All Night sticker with the owl. There's stickers for most of the designs, as well as the hoodie, the No Surrender, No Survivors hoodie. I will make sure that the link is down for the store in the description below. I will also have my Twitch down there, and I will be live tonight, and I am live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, so make sure you don't miss the live action fun. 9 p.m. PST, be there. Now let's get into the video. What up, guys? We are back with another guide, and today we're going to be talking about Elliot R. Witt, who is also known as Mirage, the holographic trickster you guys know as the 30-year-old male who is in fact taller, might I mention, than I thought. I thought he was short. He's actually 5'11". He's almost 6 foot, who's from the home world Solus. Now, Mirage is... I'm just glad that I waited. I wanted to say I'm glad I waited for the guide because I almost did this guide before rumors of him being buffed were happening, and I was a little bit disappointed because if you would have asked me before his buffs where Mirage sat on the legend totem, I would have said at the bottom. And many times people have come into the stream and they say, hey, where do you think about, who do you think is the least likely used legend? Who's the legend you'll least likely use? Who do you think sucks the most? Who do you think's at the bottom? I mean, all these types of phrased questions, and almost all the time, sadly, I would say Mirage. And the reason why is because I want to clear this up very quickly is we're going to go over the abilities that were buffed and why they were buffed, but they should have been buffed a long time ago. Mirage's utility in this game was very, very underneath and underwhelming in comparison to the kits that we see with other legends and how you could use them with your skill. Now, Mirage before these buffs was essentially, in my opinion, purely based on your mechanical skill and knowledge of the game, not directly related to his kit. And that's kind of frustrating when you have legends who have specific kits for specific things. I'm just gonna say it like this: Mirage was just way too predictable. Once you played against Mirage for, you know, a few games and you got used to how he worked, it was very, very hard to be tricked by him. You were kind of just waiting around to kill him. And yeah, I mean, there were some good players that would still trick you occasionally, but for the most part, you're not tricked by him. And that was what I didn't like about him. I was like, dude, this guy's never going to be top tier. This guy's never going to be mid tier. I don't know what part of ladder that I could use him on when I have all of these other legends with best ability. So anyways, all of that to say that I'm really excited at where he is. Now, I still think that there's a few changes that could happen with him, but for now, I have been playing a lot of Mirage, and I love it. I love what they did with him. I think that it's definitely steps in the right direction, and I do see him played on higher ladder. I'm talking like Platinum, Diamond. I don't know much if I see him played past Diamond. So in the games that I have, which I'm playing in Platinum right now, I do see Mirage still, so that is a good sign, because before I was in Gold games and I still wasn't seeing Mirage. So yeah, Mirage is the guy. Let's talk a little bit about him. He likes to stand out. Everybody knows with his voice lines and his personality, he likes to stand out. Mirage is actually the youngest of 4 brothers, so that's probably the reason. He perfected the art of fooling around to get attention. The one thing that he did take seriously, though, was hollow pilot technology, which was introduced the illusion creating tech by his famed engineer mother, Evelyn Witt. So the very first ability we're going to talk about right away is called Psych Out. It is his tactical. It has a cooldown of 15 seconds, and what it does is it sends out a holographic decoy to confuse the enemy. Many of you have seen this. Many of you have used this. When this is used, a hologram duplicate of Mirage is basically set in a straight line wherever the real Mirage is targeted. So there's many things you could do with this. You could send it one way and run the other way. You could send it out to see where people are going to shoot you from. There is a couple things that you cannot interact with though. So first of all, decoys do not leave any tracks for Bloodhound. Although they are highlighted though by Eye of the Allfather and Beast of the Hunt, which is very confusing as Bloodhound, which I've been playing also a lot of. Now I don't remember 100% if Eye of the Allfather and Beast of the Hunt highlighted all of Mirage's little decoys before, but it does now, and it can be very confusing. The other thing is decoys cannot go through dimensional rifts by Wraith, and it will not walk through the domes of protection by Gibby. So you need to be careful about that. The other thing is when you go up to a wall, or you go up to an area where your decoy can't walk anymore, there is an animation that is made, so it still does for a second look like it could be you looking through stuff. So you could do some cool things with this, and you can put like run one up to a loot box, you could run one up to a window, and basically make someone think you're looking through the box, or make someone think that you're peeking window. So you could do a couple things like that. You can be very think about this, right? You don't want to just send it out for no reason. You want to think about how to use them, because essentially you can pull out where the enemy's hiding by using these, or get a little bit of a trickery going on so that you can get away if you really need to. So cool thing is, even though your decoys vanish upon taking damage, an icon will appear indicating where the enemy that damaged it is. This is huge, especially because it happens for the whole squad, and it also indicates distance. So even though there are things that cause damage that take away your decoy, because it's not just with gunshots. So an example is grenades would damage it and cause it to go. Nox gas, perimeter security by Watson, rolling thunder, defensive bombardment. Any of these things will cause your decoys to be destroyed, but also it will give you an idea of where the enemy is. So you can use these strategically, sending them into Nox gas, sending them through perimeters. You get what I'm saying? Sending them through bombardment instead of you being in the midst of trying to push during those types of things. Oh, and lastly, one thing is it actually does interact with Octane's jump pad. So you could throw one straight and it will jump, which is pretty cool. Next, we're going to talk about his passive, which is called Now You See Me. So what this does is it automatically cloaks you when using respawn beacons and reviving teammates, or when you get downed. Now, the extent of this before was only when you get downed, which was pointless because you would turn invisible for 5 seconds to crawl away, but everybody knew that this was the case after it happened once or twice. And so they would just wait to see where you crawled, especially because you can actually see in the grass and on the ground with rocks or anything moving around where you're actually crawling. So you would just wait for them to move, and then you would kill them then. Now, though, this is a game changer, and I'm actually going to show you guys even like a spot where I didn't even see. I knew where they were, and even in the midst of knowing where they were, I didn't see where he was reviving. I thought they turned the corner and somehow got around me. And so I end up dying because they were reviving right in front of me and I didn't see them. Anyways, so when you revive a teammate, Mirage and his teammate will become invisible. Amazing. And when using a respawn beacon, Mirage will become invisible. Now, this is huge. The hold down and turn invisible for 5 seconds. Sometimes when you're in the thick of a really crazy fight, it could be useful to get back to your team. But essentially, reviving and being invisible and respawn beacon being invisible is absolutely huge. Lastly, we're going to talk about his ultimate, which is called Life of the Party. A charge time of 60 seconds. Mirage deploys a team of controllable decoys to distract enemies. Now, guys, this new ultimate, I love. It definitely takes some getting used to spot the real Mirage. There are so many times where I'm literally shooting them, using scan, doing things, and I cannot figure out which one is the real one because they're all doing the same thing. What it does is when activated, Mirage summons 5 decoys around him that mimic his movements, but he only turns invisible for 1 second this time. So before, if you guys remember the old ultimate, Mirage would be invisible essentially the whole time. So instead of that being the case now, he is only invisible for a second before the decoys come out, but once they come out, you can't tell who is Mirage. The only time you could really tell is if you look and Mirage is trying to use it to escape. You'll see him dip out of the slew of like decoys, right? But if not, you don't know which one it is, and you're literally shooting them all, trying to destroy them to figure out who is real. So this, in a time of need, can be very, very useful, especially if you know that like the team is one shot and they can't afford to get hit from you again while they're searching, you're firing because you only see one of them. So it's very useful, guys. Well, guys, that pretty much wraps up the Mirage guide. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below which legend you guys want to see next. I have been taking polls on Twitter and in Discord, so if you guys aren't following me on those two platforms where I'm at a lot when I'm offline and online, definitely check that out. I'll leave links in the description below. And yeah, I want to give you guys the legend that you guys want next. I'm thinking that Loba is probably going to be next with the amount of people that want a Loba guide. So let me know. I'll put up polls and you guys might be able to change my mind. Also, let me know what you guys think of Mirage. I definitely think he's worth the 12,000 legend tokens or the 750 Apex coins to unlock if you're new to the game. I think that there's a lot of cool things that you can implement. Look up on YouTube crazy Mirage plays, and there are some crazy jukes that happen that might give you a different mindset on how to use his decoys and become a better player with Mirage and perform the ultimate trickery. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. And if you like this video and it gave you some value on how to play Mirage and it gave you a better understanding, make sure that you guys like the video. I truly appreciate it. You guys have been showing a lot of support and I love it, so thank you so much. My last call to action, I promise, is I challenge you guys to join the Discord because there is 200 plus like-minded individuals so that you will never have to solo queue again, whether you're playing on console or PC. There is a ton of people that play Apex Legends, so I would love to see you guys in there. And you guys can always, by the way, catch me on stream live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I hope to see you there. I hope you guys are very blessed. I hope you have an amazing day or night, depending on where you're at in the world. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace. I'm so toxic. I'm toxic.
Hit him with the low, man.